So this is a nice brown hen, Lila's sister, and she lays a lot of eggs, but over the past 4 or 5 days, I noticed that she's been under the weather. So this is a nice brown hen, Lila's sister, and she lays a lot of eggs, but over the past 4 or 5 days, I noticed that she's been under the weather. She's been a little withdrawn. She doesn't like to come out to eat. 2 days ago, I did notice she was drinking water, and today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna isolate her. Now, just a few minutes ago, you noticed that she was out. Today has been the first time in maybe 5 days that I noticed her coming out to eat the scratch grains or the cracked corn. I've been giving her, along with the other chickens, probiotic, and I cleaned out their coop 2 days ago. And I think as of today, I can see a little bit of improvement, but still, I'm gonna isolate her and I'm gonna check her, throughout, and check her stool and see if she's laying any eggs. Maybe for a day or two max, because I think, yeah, that she is improving. Whatever's affecting her, it's probably going away, but I want to make sure. And by the way, I got 3 eggs today. That's all right. It's okay, it's okay. It's all right, it's all right. I'm checking her for lice and or mites, but I don't see any. Bumblefoot, a little bit of a bumblefoot. Slightly, it's a small. Yeah, maybe that's the problem. You see that? a little bit of a bumblefoot, and yeah, not much here. Yeah, but a little bit of that here. But besides that, she checks out okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put her here inside today, and then I'm gonna check her poop to make sure there are no other issues. And hopefully she'll lay an egg today or tomorrow. Could it be that she's egg bound? No, I doubt it. She's looking better than she was or she has been over the last 5 or 4 days. But yeah, let's go put her in here. And I'm gonna keep an eye on her. I gave her some feed, water with probiotics, and I also gave her some cracked corn mixed in with chick grit for better digestion. And she's already eating. It may take her a few hours to get adjusted. The temperature here in the garage is about 50 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'll check on her every couple of hours, make sure she's okay. Maybe get something to take care of that bumblefoot tomorrow. And by the way, she is eating right now. And it worries me because she's never been withdrawn before. And twice after that, I've seen her inside the nest box, but she wasn't laying down. She was standing up and she looked a little bit confused. I thought she was gonna lay an egg, but obviously not. And whatever it is, hopefully I'll find out by tomorrow and I have to take care of it because I don't want my chickens sick. And if there is a parasite inside of her for whatever reason, I should be able to tell with the poop today or tomorrow. But I have a feeling that that should be okay. And I don't want to mix all the sick chickens with the healthy chickens because you never know, it could spread from one to the other. In the future, I'm going to build another hoop coop. I'm going to call it the sick bay. And if any of these chickens in the future get sick, I want to keep them isolated outside. The best way to keep chickens isolated is in a space where they can see each other. Obviously, I can't do that because I don't have the second hoop coop. But by next month in March, I'll be building one. But right now, I can tell you that she does look better than she did yesterday and the day before. And she's not eating the regular feed. She's definitely eating the cracked corn with the grit. And you do want to give your chickens grit in the winter, especially if you live up here in the north. There's a lot of snow on the ground. And the snow on the ground and ice will be there for months. So yeah, you want to feed them a little bit of grit on the side. You can mix it in with a regular feed or with any scratch grains or cracked corn, then you give them. And obviously probiotics, as I mentioned a few minutes ago. Add it to the water if you notice one or two of them are a little bit sick. A lot of times too, when I fed cracked corn to the chickens, they all came outside except for her. Or sometimes she will come out and not even feed from that cracked corn and go back inside the coop. So hopefully by tomorrow, she'll be fine. She doesn't look sick now, does she? And by the way, Isa Browns are the friendliest chickens I have. Alright guys, so it's been a couple of hours and she seems to have a little bit more energy today. Yesterday she was low energy, looked lethargic, but not today. Now, if you look at her comb and wattles, especially her comb, there's a little white in there, or meaning that it's a little pale. And I'm going to compare it to Lila's because I think it should be a little bit redder. And Lila's comb, it's about the same. I'd say that the other chicken's comb, it's a little bit more pale, but they're very close. Right, Lila? Yeah, she agrees. Look at that, guys. She's definitely eating and drinking now. And she's been very quiet all afternoon here. Does she like it here? Maybe. So guys, I was looking at her comb earlier today and I noticed it was a little pale, a little white in some areas. I was expecting her comb to be a little bit redder, but maybe it's not bad. But anyway, you see a pale comb or wattles, that can indicate stress due to like a parasitic invasion. And I'm going to look at the droppings for worms, and I'm going to use a dewormer if I can find any worms in her droppings. And I'm also obviously I am going to add probiotics to her water. And she just pooped. There's a little bit behind her, and there's a little bit there. So with a little stick or something, I'm going to open it up and see if there are any worms. All right, guys, so this is a stool. I just opened it up a little bit, and it looks normal. I don't see any worms in there. No blood, which is great. So yeah, this looks pretty normal to me. There's a little bit of white on the other side. Not exactly sure what that means, but it looks okay. All right, guys, for her Bumblefoot, I'm going to take about 1/4 to 1/2 cup of Epsom salt, and I'm going to add it to maybe a gallon of lukewarm water. Mix it up really nicely, and I'm going to put her in this solution for about 5 to 10 minutes. Again, this is lukewarm water. She may not like it, but it's for her own good. So I'm going to do this twice a day, today and tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. Yeah, she's not moving. She's standing still. All right, guys, so it's been about 10 minutes, and she's been standing very, very still. It didn't bother her at all. All right, so off to your temporary coop do you go. Okay, so far I haven't noticed anything out of the ordinary. No lice, no mites, no blood in the stool, no worms. Everything is checking out good. And she has been a little bit more active than she has been over the past 4 or 5 days. So whatever she had, it's probably going away. And the only one thing that I'm not 100% sure about is, could she be egg bound? Well, time will tell. It's about 6 p.m. and she's roosting. There we go, guys. It's the next morning and she's behaving normally. She's eating, she's drinking, she's pecking. She looks a little bit more lively than she has in the last few days. So maybe whatever was wrong with her is over. She hasn't laid an egg yet, but I suspect that one of the 2 eggs from yesterday was hers. So she may not today. Her feet are looking, they're clean obviously from yesterday, but I'm gonna put her back into this Epsom salt solution for about 5 to 10 more minutes. Yeah, look at her, she's standing still. Won't even move. It will definitely make me happier she laid an egg. That way I know she's not egg bound, but we'll give it a few more hours. It's 6 p.m. guys. I just got back from the stores and guess what? She laid an egg. So she's definitely not egg bound. And she laid it right inside the feed. She's looking good. So I know it's a little dark right now, so I'm gonna wait till tomorrow morning and I'm gonna put her back with the rest of the flock. Here inside the garage is 50 degrees, but yeah, one more night and off she goes to her friends. All right, guys, so it's the next day. Everything checks out. I can't find anything wrong with her, and now it's time for her to join her flock. And there she is. Yep, she's definitely a lot more active than she was before. All right, let's go join your family. So today, temperature's only about 24. Right now it's about 7:15 a.m. And we're gonna get a little bit of snow later today, about 1.5 inches, and tomorrow we're gonna get two inches. Not bad at all. Here are your friends and family. All right, here you go. You're back with the flock. So it was a good idea to isolate her just for a few days, just to make sure, but everything turned out to be okay.